Hey, what's shaking, everybody? Welcome back to another installment of Jay's Straight Up Reviews and More. Okay, so if you've been around this channel for any period of time, you probably remember a few years back, probably back like when the Party Box 110 came out, we used to always talk, not just me, but others, I wish W King would come out with a bigger party speaker. Well, they came out with the T9 Pro, which was pretty big, a little bit smaller than the 110 at the time. But now they have upped their game, so to speak. Now we have the W King T12, and the box says it's bass blasting. Bass blasting. So we're going to get this thing unboxed, and we're going to check it out. Let's get to it. Okay, so it did come in as another separate box, so it comes like in a box. If you hear some banging or noise going on, we're having the house re-sided, so there's some work going on outside. So if I open the top here, we have a small box. That is a USB-C to USB-C cord, 3.5 millimeter cord, and this is a power brick for USB-C. So this charges with USB-C, believe it or not. There's your manual. Take this piece of foam out of here. I'm going to try to just pull this right out of the box because the handle's right here. Let's see if we can do it. And nothing else in the box. Alright, so let's get the plastic off of it. This is pretty big. This appears to be maybe bigger than the Party Box 320. We have wheels in the back. All right. So there it is. You got some big. I don't like that kind of branding with the W King where it's just kind of painted on there. Metal grill. And a handle, retractable handle, like the Party Box 310, 320. Here's your controls. It does have a display. Let's see if this thing has any juice here. And it does.
Bluetooth mode.
There's your startup. Got some lights on the side. See around the back. Okay, I think that's your removable battery. You have to unscrew that. And here's your ports. So it does have
Microphone priority.
mic priority. I just hit on accident. Okay.
Microphone priority off.
So it does give you voice prompts on stuff. It does have some wheels on the back so you can pull it. Hit some of these and see if they all have that voice prompt on them. That's just your light modes.
Outdoor sound effect. Indoor sound effect. Popular mode. Reverberation mode. Original sound.
That's for your microphone, I believe. That's the pair two together that makes that little noise. So let me get this thing down into the basement. We'll get a little quick demo going on it. Typical W King shutdown. All right, so now that I've got it down in the basement, you do a little quick view of the controls here. You have separate volume and mic volume, large knobs. You have bass and treble and your mic echo. Like I said, there's your display. It does show your battery life also. And that telescopic handle, which right now doesn't want to come up. What the heck is going on? It doesn't want to go up. Oh, you got to push down on it a little bit. I gotcha. So let's take a look at the back. All right, so around back here are your ports. Now this has a separate microphone and a guitar jack with the gain knob on it. The battery is not exactly what I was expecting. It's not just a simple slide it out and snap a new one in or whatever. It's actually connected. It kind of reminds me like an RC car connection. So it's not quite as simple as like the T9 Pro where you just slide the battery out and slide the new one in. And then there's your port and your T12 branding on the back. And there's the wheels. I rolled these on carpet. They really don't roll very well. As you can see, the little rubber stopper there on the bottom, the feet that it sits on, is very, very, very close to the same as the wheel. So the wheel doesn't stick out further. So the wheels really don't work very well. So let me get this thing back upright and we'll compare it size-wise to the 320 and 520. All right, so here you go. You can see the T12 next to on the right, W King T12, Party Box 320, Party Box 520. So the T12 is actually taller than the 520 even. It's about the same width, pretty close to the same width as the 320, however. So it's supposed to have 8-inch woofers. I'll have to measure these. A lot of times W King is off quite a bit on these. They don't look like 8-inch woofers, but I will measure them and I'll put up a little memo here on this to say what I measured them at. But one thing that I'm kind of disappointed in, this is not compatible with the W King app, which boggles my mind why they would come out with a new speaker, not make it compatible with their app, but it's not. And the volume knob does not sync with your device, which is kind of another step backwards compared to the more recent W King speakers. So the volume maxes out at 30, so I set it at 30, and I think the treble and the bass maxes out at 8, and I set them both to 8. You can kind of hear a truck in the background. These guys are working on my house. Sorry about that. So let's just do a little demo here. Won't get too loud. The lights are pretty much just like any of the T11, T9 Pro. Nothing different about the lights really. That's 20%. Let's go up to 40%. Change track. Track, still 40. It's rattling the table behind it anyway. Anyway, so there's just a quick demo. It has a little bit of a boomy sound to it, and it's not really the cleanest sound. But I'll get into it more later. We'll do a comparison maybe with one of these two, maybe with the maybe with the ON large party speaker, which this will be quite a bit larger than that. Hit it. So there you go, guys. That's the first look, the unboxing and comparison size-wise, at least to the W King speakers. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do it today. It's free. It'll cost you nothing. And as always, this channel is worth every bit of nothing. We will see you soon. I'll be doing a new video on this in some form or shape very soon. See you later.